The Magicians. Danse Macabre Retravaillé. Welcome to our show. Said an unseen man's voice to an audience somewhere on a stage in a small theatre in Melbourne, Australia. The owner appeared on stage in a puff of smoke. "Hello, I am Blake Fire," said the man, a stage magician in a black tux and top hat, looking very handsome. Another man wandered on stage. He was his partner in the act. "And he is Max Starfire, my assistant," said Blake. "Your assistant, my said Max, going silent when the stage manager screamed at him in his head on a hidden earphone. The audience laughed. "Max, put a rabbit in it," said Blake, pulling a cute white rabbit out of his hat and giving it to Max, who fumed. "You know I don't like animals," said the vampire. Max, making it disappear into thin air. He was in a huff. The audience cheered, thinking it was part of the act. Blake made a double appear, flew off stage, pooping on Max's head. Max wasn't happy. Blake looked nervous. The audience laughed again. "Apparently animals don't like you either," Blake said. The audience roared with laughter. Max looked annoyed. He made the poop disappear into thin air. "Thanks a lot for that, deadhead," snarled Max. Blake, whose soul was a grim reaper, frowned. Blake sighed and sniffed in a breath of air. Then he sensed it. In the air, something he didn't want to smell. The smell of death. Not actually death itself, but someone ready to die and be taken to the afterlife for processing. Nearby, he thought. It was coming from the audience. It terrified him. It was the wrong time. He couldn't take them now. He was on stage, in full view of over 100 sets of eyes. To take them, he had to die himself. And he could not die, or at least be seen dying, or he would be deposed as Emperor of the Solar System. Then his cousin, the Masked Chicken, would be Emperor, and he would be killed. And the Empire will fall. He was scared. He felt his soul wanting to collect the dying person, trying to escape him. "Blake, are you all right?" asked Max, in his head. "Someone in the audience is dying," said Blake, in Max's head. "They were not human. They were not charlatans. They were sorcerers, not merely stage illusionists. Hold on till the show's over," said Max, in Blake's head. "I'm trying to, but this is not like holding on to go to the loo. When water comes out of me, I die," said Blake, frustrated, in Max's head. "Blake has to go to the loo," whispered Max, in the head of the stage manager, Dante Drac, who was a bit of a pen pusher. Blake tie-knotted it. Blake heard in his head. Dante was a sorcerer too. "I'm dying out here," said Blake desperately in Dante's head. Tie-knotted it. Dante shouted back in Blake's head. Someone in the audience is dying, Blake called out. In Dante's head. I know. They had a heart attack. Front of house, Tommy. I'm out front with them now, trying to save them, Dante said. In Blake's head. Save them? You're doing a lousy job, Blake snapped. In Dante's head, as he did a card trick. Stop bothering me, Blake, screamed back Dante out loud. Everyone in the theatre heard him. Blake was on the edge of death, about to drop dead. Blake collapsed, and Max ran to his side screaming, Close the curtains. No, screamed Dante. A Grim Reaper walked into the room and took the dying person's soul. Blake's down, shouted the stagehand as he ran to Dante. Blake? Asked Dante in his head. No, Lance. Why didn't you take them yourself? You're a Grim Reaper too, said the Reaper. Blake's son. How is Blake? Asked Dante. He fainted, said the stagehand. Lance wandered off with the soul of the heart attack victim. Blake recovered, but never forgave Dante for not helping.